All right. Hey, guys. I'm Clark.
I'm Will.
And I'm Wyatt.
And this is our podcast. This is our first episode. Don't have a title or anything.
Yeah.
You got to work on
Give
that.
us some ideas.
Yeah, please.
Blanket statements.
For the love of Christ,
Leave it in the comments.
Now,
Someone please do our job for us.
we're just three dudes sitting in a trunk right now by a lake.
Yeah.
Blankets.
On blankets. And yeah, we just got some questions we wrote up, and we're gonna talk about them. And
BBC, if you're listening.
please sponsor us. We're just gonna talk about some things.
Work our kinks out.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out as we go. This is our little test run.
Bear with us, we're doing this for you guys. Not really.
All right. So I guess one of the questions we got written down are, what are some interesting dreams and or nightmares
Ooh, I have those.
that you've had, if you've had them? Some people don't.
And the frequency of your dreams, I think we should talk about too.
That's true.
Has it changed with age?
Well, let's get into it then.
Yeah. What?
You want me to start?
Yeah. You seem like to have the most content here.
All right. So, back in the day, I didn't really have any dreams whatsoever. Probably until second semester of college, I just didn't dream. Straight up.
Ever?
Maybe when I was
or
a
like,
child.
would you just not remember them?
I just would wake up. And sometimes you can tell you're in a dream. You're like living it up. And you wake up, you're like, I want to go back to sleep.
Yes.
That's better than my real life.
Yes.
I'd never have that. I would have no memories, no statements. And then I just started having dreams out of nowhere. Anytime I close my eyes, take a nap, I'm having dreams, man. Usually, lately it's been weird social situations, Like Clark's mentioned it, like The Office, really cringy situations where it's kind of funny, but you watch it and you're like, holy shit, I can't believe that's actually happening. I want to get out of this. It's like that. So, I'll just be stuck somewhere with some of my friends, trying to work something out, or I'll be with some people who I never hang out with before, and I'll just be in a really realistic situation. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be at school or something.
They're just really,
they're really
vividly real.
Honestly, they're just very mundane dreams that kind of suck, because I'll just be embarrassing myself almost every time. But that's how it's been lately.
Any specific examples of
Any specific examples of dreams? Well, okay, I can pull up my notes right now, but we're recording a podcast.
Do you keep a dream?
I do keep a dream journal, actually.
Does it help you?
No.
Is it like the one from, oh my god, Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
No, it's not.
It's
and I wish you didn't
George
bring that
Lopez is a giant floating, electric
man.
head. It's all in your dream journal.
I want that character to be a guest on this podcast one day.
George Lopez.
George Lopez, but as George Lopez his name's Mr. Electric.
Mr.
Or Mr. Electricidad or something like that.
Hey! 3 white guys in a trunk featuring Mr. Electricidad. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Regardless, my dreams kind of suck most of the time. For me, it'll be something really boring. We'll be out in the common room, like we do at our dorm in Miami. And we'll just be having a good time. We'll just be sitting there relaxing. Maybe Babbitt's there. Maybe Clark's there. We're just talking. And then, in real life fashion, I'll say something dumb, and then everyone makes fun of me, and I go to my room and cry. If you want some really interesting dreams, you could talk to fucking Maya.
You can just Google them.
You should Google them.
just look up some cool dreams.
Some cool dreams
to try to have.
I think it really started... So Maya, my girlfriend, has some crazy dreams. The best one I can think of is that she always has to murder somebody.
Jesus.
She'll be in her home.
Oh, I hate those
Yeah.
ones. I hate those dreams.
She'll just be in her living room, and then her brother will come out, and he'll go crazy on her and start attacking her with a knife. So she has to kill her brother in her dream, and then bury the body. And so she'll shove the body in a bag. She described before how dreams are so vivid. She shakes a trash bag around. She hears the gristle and fat sliding around the bag.
She needs to go to church, dude.
Yeah. Stuff like that. She also had a dream where I made love to our friend Stu in the back of a trunk. So, but that's really the extent of my dreams. I mean, I've had some crazier night experiences, but I want to hear about some of you guys' dreams first. What do you guys got going on?
All right. I mean, I've always had them, but when I was a kid, I had lucid dreams all the time,
Really?
and it was great. It was awesome. I loved going to bed because I just like being this
You
little
control
like
it. You're the
yeah, no,
mastermind.
exactly. I just literally like
Yeah.
fly around in my sleep.
That's awesome.
But that was in like elementary school, and that all kind of stopped. And now they're just like kind of. I feel like I have them like once a week.
Really?
yeah.
Are you a lucid one once a week?
Not lucid, just regular
Yeah.
ones. I stopped having lucid dreams.
Thanks,
much of the
Clark,
con-
making my dreams feel like poop.
How much of the content of your dreams do you remember? Do they get foggy with time? Like when you wake up, do you remember a lot, and then an hour later you're just gonna be like, oh, I remember it had something to do with a horse.
Yeah, it's like that. I don't
Yeah.
unless I have a really. The only dreams I like really remember are my nightmares.
Really?
But I haven't had a nightmare in a while. I had a bunch in high school
Me too.
where I'd be in like. It was always like whenever I had a nightmare, it wouldn't be like some monster chasing me or like that sort.
Mm-hmm.
It was always just like some sort of like attack. Like I'll be
Really?
like.
Really?
I'll be
You
like
told me
sitting
about
in,
this.
yeah, I'll be like sitting in class and like I'll see like a mushroom cloud like off in the distance. I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, I'm dead.
Here we go
Or
again.
like yeah, or they'll be like I'll be at like I have one where I was at like a carnival and someone started like shooting and
Yeah.
like
Wow.
it was like I'd wake
So
up
yours are pretty
like
realistic.
terrified.
Not
yeah.
like realistic, but they're oriented around things that
Could happen in your life.
could happen in the real world.
Oh yeah, they all feel super real.
That's something I want to think about. Where do we like bridge the divide between like dreams and nightmares? Because I could have some like
You're scared, or
kind
you're
of-
not scared. Like what?
I have ones that are really good, and I'll have like a good ass time in the dream, and then it'll go all to garbage, and I'll want
That's
to
a
wake
nightmare.
up.
Oh yeah.
Or it'll be vice versa. It'll start out bad and get better.
Getting better, yeah. I love those dreams, the ones that, not like I hate the bad part.
Yeah.
But towards the end, when it's just like you handle the problem, but the dream keeps going, and you get to have that happy time afterward.
Yeah. Have you guys ever had those dreams where it's like it starts off good and it starts going bad, but you're kind of conscious of it and like you're like it's almost like a lucid dream where you're like stop, like don't this thing better not happen. Like I know I'm like this better not start going bad or whatever, and
Yeah.
that just does anyways.
But that's real life too, you know. We kind of have that same reaction to stuff in real life.
Kinda.
We might not have control over what's going on in that dream or
Yeah.
in the real world, but we kind of have like, you can tell when things are going awry. You know what I mean? You can kind of get that feeling like, all right, don't go bad, but I can't control if you do.
Yeah, but I mean that's true, but also when I'm dreaming and I'm like aware of it, I just like I have control of it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, well, no, I think I should because I'm like dreaming. I'm aware of it. I'm
But
like,
do you?
I'm like make like a unicorn appear. Don't like have some murderer pop up and
Yeah.
start chasing me, and then the murderer pops up and starts running around. I don't know.
I think it's more subconscious in my dreams. Like I don't control anything, but like in my dreams, I'll be so much more powerful than I'm in real life. Like I'll have a dream where I'm fighting with my girlfriend, and then suddenly I'm like, all right, I got it. I solve it. I figured out relationships perfect. I'm like, damn. In my dreams, I'm perfect. And then I wake up and it's like, nope, still emotional trauma.
Aw.
That's still going down. But
yeah.
also, you're mentioning it, Babbitt. When I wake up, I don't immediately remember all the facts of my dream. I also remember exactly maybe like the location it took place or something like that, and I have to piece it together. I remember the other day I had a dream where it was Halloween at Miami, and we all came back to the dorm again. And then Josh from our dorm, my kid in our dorm, he told everyone that he had HIV, and he was really excited about it.
Naturally.
But it took a while to piece that all together. It comes and goes. I don't really know why sometimes the dreams are just like immediately you wake up and you remember the exact details, or
Yeah.
sometimes it's just like you have to work for it.
I hope by the end of our time on this earth, we kind of, not we as the three of us, but
Whoa.
but I know like science kind of gets a grasp of which parts
What
of the
dreams
brain
are.
would
And that's
control
what-
which parts
yeah.
of the dream, what they mean. Are they kind of, because when I was little, I was super into the science of dreams, and I watched this documentary that kind of didn't state it as scientific fact, but almost made the assertion that there are a lot of scientists that seem to think that dreams are the brain's way of practicing for real life, putting you in extreme situations or situations you don't expect, so that when you're in your waking hours, you can respond to stimuli you weren't prepared for.
Huh.
I would
I hope
maintain
that's
that.
true. I like that.
And it makes sense, you know, because they did this thing. They studied this guy about who he was. It was a skier, I think, and at night in his dreams, he would wake up and he would explain that after doing like 8 hours of virtual and real life skiing, he'd go to sleep and have dreams about walking through snowy woods. So the scientists had this idea that maybe it was his feet, his brain trying to teach his feet how to handle snow in different situations, what to do if there are trees around, and what to do when you do have skis on your feet. I don't know.
Well, also it might just be because, like, I have no way of backing up where I got this from.
Oh, neither do I. Please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't
Don't
take
cite
anything
me.
we say
Don't
as
cite me.
scientific
This
fact.
is not.
It's all speculation.
We're very uneducated.
Yes.
On all of these topics.
We should have looked this up beforehand. I want you to know, podcast.
We need to get like a
We
research
need a
guy.
Jamie. We need a Jamie.
We did not research any of this beforehand.
Yeah.
It could be totally
We
BSing
definitely
right
need
now.
a dude with a laptop sitting like 5 feet away, and we can be like, "Hey, can you check fact that
Yeah.
for us? Fact check.
Check fact.
Check fact.
Fact. But yeah,
You know-
I heard that like your dreams, it's just whatever you last were thinking about before you go to bed.
I don't know if that's true.
But I have
Listen.
that a lot. Where
Really?
it's like, yeah, I'll be like on Twitter, and then my dream will be about like some like post that I saw.
Like
Really?
shaven monkeys.
Yeah.
Really? I've tried to do it. Like, because I read that too. So when I was younger, I used to try to like think about stuff that I wanted to dream about, or just think about things in general right before bed. But I've never, or rarely, if ever, noticed a correlation between what I'm thinking about right before I sleep. I wish I could, you know?
Yeah. Do you never like check like social media or anything before you go to bed?
No, I do. I shouldn't. But
I mean, I
do.
shouldn't either. It keeps me up until 3 in the morning.
But I do.
Late
Every
night
day.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Late night YouTube.
My dreams are weird. They're a little less frequent than they used to be, but I feel like on the last couple of months they've been on a little bit of an uptick. I think that's just because, I don't know, I feel like when things change in your life, you probably dream a little more often, which might go into the tutorial theory of dreams. you
Well,
know?
What's the tutorial?
I think
What
I'm
we
more.
were talking about earlier, where you
Oh,
learn
yeah.
from them.
I think I'm more likely to believe Clark's interpretation of dreams, or whatever he said about how this is what's on your mind.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if I've been practicing for this stuff all my life in my sleep, then why am I still so bad at everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, how come I don't have dreams that teach me how to like file my taxes?
I didn't do this study. I watched it on
Why
Nat
are
Geo.
you,
Damn
why
it.
are you selling us all of this false
I'm not
information?
selling you anything. I was just. Oh my gosh, no. Again, I don't know
goodness.
anything.
I feel like
This
the
is-
audio
none-
there just got real loud for
None of
whoever's
this is
listening to this.
substantiated. No.
Oh, why'd you have to do that?
Thanks, Wyatt. Thank you. We're
Thank
sorry,
you for
everyone.
destroying our audio.
No, my dreams, like you guys were talking about setting and situations, and I don't have dreams like that. I almost wish I did, because I feel like the settings in my dream are always like a weird yellow submarine-ish kind of combination of spaces that I've been in.
Oh, you're just like tripping sack
kind
in your
of.
dreams.
Off the goop.
He's off the goop.
Off the goop on that.
So my dreams when I was little were like that, and my dreams now are like that.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was in like middle school, high school, they were a little more structured. Now
Interesting.
I experience the same kind of dreams I had when I was young, where there's like there's not a one specific kind of immediate adrenaline, heart-wrenching situation you got to handle immediately.
Yeah.
My dreams feel like they're a day or like a week, and there's this looming problem you got to solve with a group. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've had those.
I have these, like, there was one dream I had when I was maybe 14, 15, 16, and I was with my group of friends in this wooded area. We were all hiking, and we came across this place that was at one point like a small, like, carnival-looking area with old Ferris wheels and tents, but it had all been kind of torn down. And there were just these invisible things that would come and give us all, like, injuries. Like, they would just show up and like break legs and stuff, and
Oh
it was
my
all
God.
about us trying
So
to like
it's like the lost monster. It just shows up and like
yes exactly like that. But then people were like, it would all be about the people who weren't hurt having to run around and help the people who were. We also had to figure out, how do we get out of this woods, where are we in the first place. It was stuff like, and I have dreams of like almost, I have a lot of alien dreams.
Alien dreams.
Yeah, apocalypse and
maybe
alien dreams.
you got abducted
Probably.
in your
Dude.
sleep.
No, but I remember one of the scarier dreams I had in the last 3 years was, I distinctly remember there being an orange sky and my family being calm about it. Like I walked downstairs.
Orange skies are normal.
You told me about this
sunset.
dream.
No, it's not like a sunset. Like
This is
the
different.
sky's
Oh, it's
like
like
a blood
bright.
orange.
Oh yeah.
So I walked down to the kitchen and my mom was making breakfast, and My family was all sitting at the table having a good time, but there's this dark orange ray coming in through all the windows, and everybody's acting like it's normal. And I say, guys, what's going on with the sky? And they said, well, it's time now. We saw it on the news and they just said it was time. And I kept on asking questions, and Mom's trying to just here, have some eggs, honey. And I'd go to school, and I'd say, wait, what about
bad.
Go to school.
But it ended with military jets flying through the sky and
man.
these spacecrafts coming in, and then there was a bright flash of light, and it was all just, I woke up and I was just shaky the whole day. Stuff like that.
Yeah, okay, that's not good.
I have a lot of dreams where I have to there are two things that I have to handle at once. There was one dream I had where I was a space.
Sounds like you got problems, Babby.
I had a dream where I was I lived on a Mars colony, and I was a bounty hunter, and I had to catch bad guys, and I was with this team of aliens, but I was in charge, and I had to find this bounty hunter, but I also had to.
Wait, were you talking Dog the Bounty Hunter or Boba Fett?
Not either. I just looked like a regular guy in
Both
jeans.
combined.
I looked like me. It was nothing weird, but it was I just happened to be in a Mars colony, and I had to figure out how to get rations to the colony and find the bad guys at the same time without making anybody upset. And it was. That's a common thread. Try to do two things without making people upset is my most common dream theme, I think.
See, I think that stuff just relates to real life.
That's why I'm thinking it's a tutorial.
Huh.
But I don't know.
Do you leave those dreams feeling more empowered? You could handle those situations
when
better?
When they go well, I do.
Well, not specifically harvesting food for Mars colony.
No, but I know what you mean. What you said earlier, you wake up and you're perfect. Well, you were perfect in the dream, but you still have all your human flaws when you wake up.
Yeah.
Because in my dream, I'm healthy. I know the job I'm doing when I'm about to do it. That's not how it goes in real life. You know what
not
I mean?
at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you think that's because in our dreams we want to make it so that it's because it's from our perception, So in these dreams we're acting the way we want to, the way we picture the perfect person should act,
yes.
Or you think it's because subconsciously we just know how we should respond to situations, and in real life when we're awake we just can't quite do that. You know what I mean? Do you think it's just based on our perceptions, or the fact that when we're awake we just can't perform
probably both.
I don't really think they're based off anything. I'm just kind of
Yeah.
I feel dreams are just your brain. Just I don't know, because you're just asleep, you're not doing anything. It's just whatever your brain is doing in the background.
I guess so. This is another thing where humans are looking for a reason why when there is none. I kind of get that. Yeah. It makes, but it's hard for me to grapple with though the whole notion that there's just nothing. There's no answer to that question, but it still burns within us. You know what I mean? That's crazy to think about. It shows us how finite we are. That we have to find concrete solutions to things where there are no concrete solutions. I don't know.
I wonder if it's just some chemical in your brain that just gets released.
Well, everything
when you're but I wonder if we can get to the point with science where you can can create that chemical and almost like a dream serum.
Well,
that just sounds
have you ever heard of DMT?
I thought it would take us a while to get there.
No, that's different though, because that's God, what's the chemical in DMT?
Ayahuasca. Oh, I think DMT is the chemical.
Is DMT?
It's I don't know. I don't know.
But it's found in all living things.
It's
it's
dopamine,
gland.
right?
Part
or
of
something like that. I don't know. We need a
We
research.
need
a
Jamie.
research guy.
Get on it.
What?
One
No,
theory,
but not something that's a psychedelic drug, but something where it's
where you can manipulate the chemicals.
you can just take some pill, fall asleep, and just
lucid dream.
you'll have a dream.
But would that really be a genuine dream? If we can manufacture it, is it really what we're looking for in the first place?
I think so.
I don't know.
No. Yes?
Eh.
Well, that's tough. It's you're having a dream for a reason, right? Do you think if you go to sleep, you're having a dream, for a reason, or you think you're just dreaming? Because it's the point, I feel like if that pill existed, right, the dreams you'd be having would be your own dreams, right? They'd be having, whatever you'd have normally.
No, they'd be someone else's.
Not like that, but I'm
They'd
saying,
be the government.
I would love to
dreams.
experience other people's dreams, though.
Oh.
That's why I wish we could download them. I would love
multiplayer dreams.
Tap into someone's brain.
Well,
Clark,
we're talking about
co-op
our
dreams
right now.
tonight.
Well, why don't let's just go watch Black Mirror. I feel like they have a good There's probably an episode about that,
Yeah,
right?
Should be.
probably.
I don't know.
They're gonna do it anyway.
You hearing this?
Yeah. Hey, Black Mirror, if you're hearing this, you gotta pay us.
Give us
before you
credit.
do
Season
that.
Give us
4,
credit.
June 5th or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be good. I always get so freaked out.
It's a scary show.
What's the scariest What's the one that freaked you out the
Oh,
most?
easily Shut Up and Dance.
Which one is that?
It's the one. It's the premise of the episode is this kid is like jerking off, and then some like message comes up on his laptop that's like, we have a video of this.
Oh, and they have
and they're
he
like,
pits the pedophiles against each other.
yeah, and they're
Oh.
Well, you don't find out he's a
spoiler
pedophile
alert.
till the
Spoiler
end.
alert.
sorry.
Well, now that we're there, yeah, basically, he just like there's something like texting him that's like, you need to follow these instructions or else we're gonna leak this video.
It shows how far you're willing to go to like,
Yeah, to cover up stuff that you've done.
and in the end he ends up having to kill someone, and
Yeah.
and it still doesn't matter because they still leak it to everyone.
Yeah.
And it turns out he was yanking it to kiddie porn. Kind of fucked.
No, that's.
The most
I
fucked
don't-
episode. The
I
most.
So
fucked
mean,
that's
it
episode.
was definitely. I love that episode. Like, I don't think it was the scariest though. The scariest is easily the haunted house one because they're trying to make
Oh.
it scary.
I
No.
was a little underwhelmed by that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's
Maybe
your
that's
episode,
because I
then?
watched that one like by myself, like in my
Yeah.
basement, like, and it just creeped me out.
Yeah.
What's your episode then, Bab? But what's your favorite?
Waldo. The one that freaked
Really?
me out most is Waldo.
Is
Yeah.
Waldo the one with like the politician?
Personally, that's
Thing.
my least favorite episode.
Oh, it's my least favorite because it's the scariest.
Man, this episode got real boring for people who don't watch Black Mirror.
Well, I mean, for a premise, it's these people who run a
Yeah, it's like the cartoon dude that's a politician.
It's a snide cartoon that's voiced in real time by a person with mechanical arms that can make it move a certain way. So it's on a screen, but it's a real person controlling what it says, so it can respond to people. And people start liking the notion that as a joke, just to buck the system, they put him in office. And the whole time it's, can he actually do it? We've never had this before.
It's like a
Are we
puppet
treating the whole
politician.
system as a joke? And then it ends with a scene, I think it's Tokyo, where there's Waldo images everywhere and Waldo's in charge of the whole
He's
world.
like the dictator.
And he's got a secret police force. I don't know.
It's 1984
You're
stuff
also
right there.
a pretty like.
You're a very political minded person.
Yeah, you're also very. I feel like you're kind of fearful of the government. Not like. Yeah, but you're cautious.
He hates
About-
roads. You hate roads.
My roads!
Death to all taxis.
The other one that was the one that shook me personally the most, not just thinking about things on a grand scale, but as an individual, the one where the woman was able to have a clone made of her boyfriend and generated in the
Oh,
bathtub.
yeah.
That one's
And
messed
it
up.
learned in real time about what her original boyfriend did and tried to replicate it.
Oh
That
yeah,
one
that
was
was
messed up.
freaky.
That's
Alright.
the kind of stuff that's coming though.
I have a kind of different question to pose that's sort of related.
Yeah, let's
but
move on,
We'll
let's
get
move
we'll
on.
get the non-Black Mirror viewers
Yeah.
back interested.
Sorry guys,
Yeah,
tell this
sorry about
episode.
What's like it can either be like a film or like a TV show that absolutely just like completely changed the way you like think, or just like you're like you finish watching, you're like, wow, like that just moved me.
Yeah.
Can I say a book to start?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
19
any piece of media.
1984, dude.
1984.
That book completely. I think about it like all the time, honestly. Like how real it is, honestly. I think to a degree, and how real it can become.
They got it. Well, it's becoming.
Because the whole point about
But
1984
it's
is
like
you're
20,
left in.
it's 2019. Like 1984 was like
Did it
Yeah.
take
30
place in
years ago.
2019?
Well, the
no,
thing is,
I'm kidding. I'm
No, it
kidding.
took place in 1984.
Yeah, it was written in 1948,
but
and it's
yeah.
the, like speculative. It was a joke.
They got it a lot right.
the thing about it is we wouldn't know. Like the point of the book is they're ignorant towards what the government's actually doing,
And they
towards what's
embrace it.
real. And so like if that's happening now, we literally wouldn't know.
Right.
Like we'd have no idea.
Yeah, but okay, but the difference is they have. I think in the book it's called.
You get-
Oh man, I haven't read this book in like 2 years. It's called like Think Speech
yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, I
something
know what you're
along those
talking
lines,
about.
where
Bad
it's like,
speak or wrong speak. I think is what it is.
I don't know, something adjective speak.
Clicking tongue.
And they're like not allowed to say certain things or else they just disappear.
Not
They're
even
not allowed
say.
to
They're not
think.
allowed to think certain
Yeah.
things.
And like all the TVs, like you don't know if you're being watched or not through. It is kind of crazy how George Orwell predicted like almost like FaceTime.
Yeah.
Where it's like a screen, and like you
Talk
can
to
talk to
someone.
it, and the other they can like see you through it.
It's like The Simpsons, dude.
Oh yeah, George Orwell, he predicted The Simpsons.
Hold on, I gotta clean up my brain residue out of the back of the
I don't think we're like 1984 like at all.
How do you know that?
At all?
How do you know that?
I don't know that,
geez.
but I know I can say pretty much whatever
Well,
without being
yes.
abducted by the government and erased from the map.
I'm not arguing for that about the whole thought speech or whatever, anything along the lines of that. But I believe there's definitely stuff like that's being kept secret, like entirely, and like stuff could be happening in the world, like motives behind any like political stuff and like that we just wouldn't even know about. That's just being kept completely hidden from us.
Yeah.
That we're being like low-key kind of brainwashed. I don't know, not to be like a conspiracy theorist or anything.
It's not conspiracy
But
theorism. That
It's the
happens.
truth.
Yeah.
Well, it
It's-
happens.
Mhm.
And it's been ever since, probably even before World War II, but it's a big burst after it. There's become a very large disconnect between what the government can afford for the public to know for security purposes. Not necessarily saying, talking about my opinion of whether that's good or bad, but it's just a truth we have to deal with now, that there's the state has a different role in our personal lives than it used to,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a very large disconnect between public knowledge and private knowledge.
I agree.
I don't know. I feel like I have enough public knowledge, even if it's all like force fed to me. It's all fake.
I mean, just
I'm content with my life. I like if I'm being controlled right now, they're doing a good job because I'm enjoying myself.
That's the thing
that's
right
exactly
there.
what people said
That's
in
the point-
1984.
The point of the episode is a lot
yeah,
of
but
people.
they would say that because they were forced to say.
No, there's.
No, they
if you,
enjoyed it, dude. They
if you remember
embraced
the
it.
book, the mass populace was kept happy and ignorant. The government would like give them all this entertainment and stuff. They wouldn't know anything about it, and they just lived happy lives because they didn't know like anything going on.
That's
yeah,
what
but
we
they,
do
They
now.
also didn't have. They didn't have like books. Like all their history was written for them, which I guess you could argue. Yes,
Could
someone
be.
can could have rewritten history and we wouldn't have known it. But I feel like with access to the internet and stuff now, like we're connected to the whole world. Like
Right.
if something's going on, like
Yeah, we know.
To a degree.
someone in Russia can post something on Facebook and like billions of people.
Yeah, we got to
will
watch
see it.
Notre Dame burn as it was burning.
Yeah.
That never would have happened before in any other period of time.
Yeah.
Even live TV, even if that happened in 1984, real life 1984, Fox, CNN, whatever television news broadcasting system could only get that to you so fast. We had the ability to watch that in real time.
Yeah.
That-
Crazy.
the internet is good for us, and that it's fun. Well, it's good because we have access to a lot more knowledge than we used to, but it's really easy to weaponize from person to person and from state to person, from group to group.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's how. I mean, imagine if you told someone in 1954 that one day there would be a terror group that would recruit American children via their telephones.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nuts. Imagine if you told someone in 1954 that one day there was a solid chance that your phone call was being recorded for no reason other than you could be a terrorist, and that there's a good majority of the populace that thinks, well, I'm not doing anything wrong, so it's fine.
I'm
be
in
sent
that
to an
majority of the
insane
populace.
And I'm not
Obviously,
angry at you. For
That no, that's a question.
I'm the ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, that's
kind
a
of guy.
that's a
Like,
question.
I just don't.
Is it better to live like not knowing any of the things going on in the world and just be happy with your life, like be content, maybe just receiving only the good news or only like overall like things going well, or would you rather like actually know the truth, be worried about it, be like understand the whole concept of the world? Like maybe we are just fine just living not knowing this stuff. Like my life's all right.
Yeah.
I'm content with it.
I don't know. I feel like, I think you're right, because I think sometimes I get too wrapped up in this shit and it makes me ridiculous. Like, like I've been saying, you guys heard me say this. Like recently, I feel like I'm a step away from a tinfoil hat, and I don't want to be that guy. I really wasn't that guy. Like, I don't want to be.
College has changed me.
Well, I don't want to be. I do believe to a large extent that not ignorance, but that way of living, like acceptance, really is bliss. I have a really hard time accepting a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. But at the same time, do I really want to know all the things I think I want to know? What would happen to my brain if I did figure out?
If you knew, let's say we're
lie.
being lied to by the government, and you just like found out all these secrets. One, it would just suck.
What would you do about it?
You wouldn't be able to do anything about it, other than like try to start like a group to like speak out about it. Everyone's gonna think you're
Crazy.
insane.
Yeah.
Because you're in the
Tinfoil
minority.
hat. You're the tinfoil
you're in the
hat guy.
tinfoil hat in a public square, and everyone's like, "What is this guy talking about?" You know? So I don't know. Just don't worry about it, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're good. You're chilling.
You know what? That's a lot of talk about 1984. Let's move on.
Let's please move
Let's
on.
move on. Babbitt,
What's your
what's
favorite?
What's your media that changed the way you thought about everything?
Mad
Movie,
Men.
book,
Mad Men?
Mad Men. It annoyed me when I first started it, but I one of the reasons why I enjoyed the show so much was you guys know I'm pretty into history.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing something like an old Wheaties box on their counter, or the way their desks used to look, or like the way they dressed in a 60s
Oh, you
office.
just like the nostalgia
But that's
porn.
part of it.
really
Part of
gets
it.
you off.
That was the part that got me into it originally. But I think it was one of the first TV shows I ever experienced that shows you just how much of a slow burn the negative parts of people are. I think the way we portray desperation and human emotion in media most of the time is just like a 40-minute segment of this guy's upset about something, he hints at the beginning, and by the end he's all out about it and he's mad. Mad Men showed you scenes where there were things that you just couldn't, like there was a gay character in one of the earlier seasons, and it wasn't just one of those things, oh, it was hard to be gay in the 60s. Yes, of course. But
like,
it showed you he walks back home and he sits down and he just sighs. And it's quiet, and a song plays and they cut to credits. I like that it shows you just how unsolvable problems are in an immediate setting. You have to
Oh, I don't like thinking about that.
it just shows, and I like the notion that you can be good and broken at the same time. I think people and television do this a lot, where we chunk people in the categories of good or bad. It's never ever that simple.
No. There's things that brings to the point, just like there's gonna be problems in your life that you just had to like be content with, because there's no way to solve some things, and like stress so much about it, put it like the weight on ourselves to solve all these massive problems, even just things in our personal lives.
Yeah.
But in real time, like, are you gonna worry your whole life trying to fix that, or are you just gonna try to deal with it? You know?
Maybe both.
Maybe both. Yeah. That's crazy.
I feel like this would be a good segue to our simulation question.
Wait, I want to hear Clark's first.
I didn't get to talk
Doy.
about my
I didn't
thing.
get to
I'm so
do
sorry.
it yet.
This
Please
podcast isn't
Mom said it's
fair.
my turn on the Xbox.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. My choice of media is
Media.
It's easily Breaking Bad, without a doubt. I don't know if you guys
Never
have
seen
watched
it.
it before. I just praise the show to like every single person that I meet, and I get a lot of crap for it too, because I just never shut up about it.
Well, I mean, there's a reason it's
what
so
about it?
big.
What the whole premise of the show, like, brief summary, high school chemistry teacher has a 16-year-old kid. His wife, they have like an accidental pregnancy, and then he gets diagnosed with lung cancer, and so in order to like pay, or like in order to like give his family enough money before he dies, he decides to cook meth, because he's like a genius but just has a crap job as like a high school chemistry teacher. And so the whole show is just about the difference between what's moral and what's legal.
Yeah.
And it is so interesting.
I've been thinking about that a lot lately.
What, morality versus legality?
Selling drugs, but yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Podcast,
I
I
don't know,
am not a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Continue.
We're not promoting.
Don't do drugs.
This is
Yeah,
all. This is
this
all
is-
hypothetical.
Yeah. But no, it's just interesting because this dude's like cooking and selling meth, and he's just like, he's the only person in his like immediate family that's like, this is the right thing to do. Like, I'm doing this for my family, and everyone else is like, wow, this is crazy. This is so wrong. Like, you're doing the wrong thing. Even like he has no other options though.
How are you gonna get that money in that period?
Yeah. And I just love the show. It's so well written. Like, everything's like, because there's like some TV shows, like, I'm not gonna get into spoilers, but like Game of Thrones, like,
Clark could talk about this for so long.
I'm gonna keep it short, but like everyone like loved the show. It was great, and then like season 8 came out, like the last season, and it was just not good. Which like there's reasons where it's like the show, like they didn't have the book to base it off of, which they based all the other seasons off of. But like Breaking Bad, like I'm rewatching it again right now. There's just like, they don't miss anything. Like there's like, I never like watch that show and be like, this thing doesn't make sense. Oh, why'd they do that? Like this, like, it's just great. So like, I don't know. I really like the questioning of like morality and legality, but also it's just,
That show is powerful.
it's just incredibly well done. It is incredible.
I've not seen much, but I have seen the last episode, the final scene, I believe, in the show.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin it for all y'all.
Yeah,
so I'm not going
'cause
to.
I watched the first season. I never watched anymore.
It's high. I could not recommend any show more than Breaking Bad.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of want to start it now.
Me too.
You should.
I should.
HBO?
Maybe we should. I think it's on HBO and Netflix,
Okay, I'll check it out.
Viewers, get caught up. Listeners.
and then they have like their whole spin-off series, Better Call Saul.
I liked Better Call Saul. I
actually haven't seen it yet.
I've only seen the first season, but it was just so good.
Maybe we should just watch Breaking Bad and other Netflix shows, Black Mirror, and just talk about it. There's a lot of people that watch Netflix. I'm sure we could. Maybe that's our audience.
We need some feedback, guys.
People that have Netflix.
What do you
This is
want
the
to hear?
This is the podcast.
What do you
for
want to
you.
hear?
So you guys like Netflix?
But
Oh man.
what's the next topic, Clark?
I don't know. We're already at like. Are we at an hour? Or...
Half an hour. I think.
Oh, half an hour. All right, we got time. We got time.
Yeah,
Don't want to
I
keep
got
this going
time.
too long. Unless we should make one
What-
podcast one day for someone who has like a 5-hour car ride going somewhere.
This is for you.
Like this is for if you need something to listen to while you're just staring down an empty road.
Yeah.
Include
for
periodic
hours on
breaks of
end.
knuckle cracking ASMR. I'm just gonna make a podcast of me snapping
I
my
wonder if
neck
that's a thing. Like if you can go on Spotify and just listen to like knuckle cracking and stuff.
Why?
for hours on end.
Oh man, that's
I don't
why.
know. Some people like that.
That's
like
the oversaturation of media, man.
I mean, I like watching
yeah,
that
there's-
stuff. I'll be real.
I don't like. I enjoy like cracking my knuckles and stuff. I think it's satisfying, but I'm not the type of person that like goes on YouTube before I go to bed and like watches the like chiropractor videos.
Oh.
And I know people that do that.
That's
They
crazy.
love
That's
it.
crazy.
Oh, the worst.
No, I love those.
Want to know what I hate? The
Pimple popping
popper.
videos. I was about
hate
to bring that
It's
up.
on Instagram.
The fact-
It stopped going on my feed, and I think that's just like the Instagram algorithm helping me out and being like, oh, you don't watch these videos ever? We're not going to show them to you anymore.
Thank God for that algorithm.
Yeah, but it's just like, it's literally just up close, like people's like really bad acne and just like popping it or like
Blackheads.
sucking it out with like a little like vacuum. It's just,
I cannot stand those.
it's gross. And I like, there's so many people that are like, I mean, I guess I shouldn't like knock it because like if you like it, it's whatever. Like I don't really care. But I just don't understand it.
I'll be
And
real, I
people
don't
watch
get it,
and
guys.
Be like, this is so
No, I don't get that
satisfying.
either. It's a television show too, right? The
Dr. Pimple Popper.
Yeah.
Is it a television show?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
The
What
entire
is
show.
it?
I saw ads
They-
for it in like I
They
think it was
pop
the Super Bowl.
like massive pimples and cysts and like do surgery to get rid of it.
God.
And they hold balls of pus and blood.
Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yucky.
Wait, man, it's a TV show.
Yeah, it's on. I believe it's on cable television.
and
I
it's
forget which
it's
network.
not like. And it's not like Dr. Oz or like Dr.
No, it's
Phil. where
Dr. Pimple Popper, and it's like,
It's like one of those reality shows.
Today my patient's head is entirely consumed by a cyst. Yee-hee, let's pop it.
So he doesn't even give you like health advice or anything. It's not like he goes
it's her
I've
daily
never
job.
watched
It's a woman.
It is.
I didn't know that.
And it's just her. It's her word.
I
You just assume the
assumed.
doctor.
A man just messed with some
Yeah,
pimples.
I don't know. I've only seen her hands, and they have gloves on, so I don't know if it's like
fair.
a male or a female.
It is a show, and not to knock on you guys, but I wish it was not a show.
Oh, we're gonna get a cease
what
and desist
channel
from
is it
Dr.
on?
Pimple Popper tomorrow.
What
PBS.
what network is like? Yeah, this is a good idea. Let's hire.
Teen Nick.
No, I have no idea what it is.
Honestly, I would not be surprised if Teen Nick
MTV, dude.
got
That's
that.
what they're on
No,
now.
because like it's all like there's no like. Maybe I'm wrong, but I can't imagine any like moms hopping on Instagram and being like, oh, I gotta watch Dr. Pimple Popper.
Au contraire, my mom loves that show.
Oh,
It's weird because
all right, I'm wrong, I guess.
I don't know.
Can we move on from pimples, please?
Oh my god.
Are we going back to the question list, or you guys?
Yeah,
Let's do one more
revert to
good
the
question.
All right.
Kind of gotta poop.
Thanks for letting
Thank you,
everyone
dude.
listening know that. Let's just do a pretty simple one. This will be our final question.
Alrighty.
For the day. What's just something that like really irritates you, but it, like not like a normal thing. Don't be like, oh, I hate traffic.
Yeah.
What's something that like just oddly, like for whatever reason, makes you like really upset?
Put me on the spot. Okay.
Anyone can start.
Do you have any
Will.
ideas?
I have a couple. I kind of want to think about it for a
me
second.
too.
All right, I'll
ad
start.
break.
You start.
This I don't want to say any sponsors because we don't have any.
No.
Not yet. This is sponsored by.
Sponsored by you? Question mark.
Sponsored by Dr. Pimple Popper.
Please Venmo me $5.
We're starting.
I would say the first thing that comes to mind for me is golf. Golf.
Really?
Yeah.
I never get irrationally upset very often. I'm a very it takes a lot to get me like furious. Like 5 holes of golf, I am ready to throw clubs. And I know what it is too. It's because like I'll like go to the driving range beforehand, and like my grandparents and my parents, they're all right at golf.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They'll like teach me, and every single time I'll hit the ball and it just curves to the right. And like I've even tried I'll literally be like perpendicular to the field, like just looking left.
Yeah.
And I'll hit the ball and it'll just like boomerang.
Yeah.
All the way. And it's just for me it just gets so frustrating because like no matter how many like pointers I get, no matter like how much I try to practice, like it's so infuriating.
Yeah.
It's like I want to just be all right. Like I just want to hit the ball, and like I can't. And
I don't have the patience for it, dude.
Yeah, you
You'd
have
be
to
a
be really
refined man.
patient.
I'm not good at it. I golf lefty too, so it's
Oh.
hard. And I'm just bad at it in the first place, like a double handicap.
I'm thinking of something that bothers me right now. I don't like having to hide my music tastes or pretend to not like a song because it's popular. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a song,
Yeah.
I'm listening to it for a while, it's a good song, and it gets big, and everyone listens to it, and then I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna play this song. Everyone's like, no, I've heard that so many times, quit playing that. Like, listen, there's a reason it got big.
Mm-hmm.
Like, example, Sicko Mode, all right? It came out, and that was just a good-ass song. I enjoyed it. I think it's great. And
Yeah.
they would not stop playing it forever. And so, yeah, it gets tiring sometimes when you go to the bars at Miami, something like that, and all they play is Sicko Mode or Mo Bamba, something like that. But at the end of the day, it's like, I listen to the song for a reason, It's a good
It's
song.
fun.
And I just get a lot of shit for it, for actually just like wanting to listen to these songs that got big. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, there are some songs where it's like I have a very like wide variety of music. If I'm like in the car with people like playing music on the aux cord or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
you gotta know that like you're playing songs to like that other people are gonna like, because there's so much music
You
on
have
my
to
phone
change what
where
music
if
you're
I
playing.
if I put it on for other people to listen to, they'd be like, "What the hell are you playing right now?" You know.
Yeah, but I like what you play. Like every.
That's because I play music that I think you're gonna like.
Do you really?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
you're catering to me. You're so sweet. Man. I don't know. I'm trying to think because I know I have words.
I have
hate
words.
I
hearing.
have words.
I have
I
words.
have words that I hate hearing.
Oh, is it like when people say moist?
Chunky.
No, it's not.
moist.
Like, everybody hates moist.
I'm fine with moist.
A lot of people hate moist. I don't mind moist. I hate the word meal.
Meal?
I hate meal. I hate mealworm. I think
yeah.
it's because I associate meal with mealworm. Because every time I hear like we're just gonna sit down for a nice meal, I think of something like sticky and sloppy. and
Nothing
it's
could
just like,
disgust me more.
Meal. We're gonna have a meal. Shut up.
Shut up.
I'm trying to think. What else?
Oh, can I say one?
Got it.
When people say supper instead of dinner.
I've never heard
That's a
anyone
generational
say
thing.
supper.
It's
Yeah.
also a country thing. It bothers me so much. It's just like talk like a normal person, please.
Well, my dad was growing up. He was telling me like he grew up in New England, and he was saying that people all around him called lunch was called dinner, and dinner was called supper.
Supper. Come
Yeah.
get your slop.
That's strange.
I don't know. Supper has kind of like a like when someone says let's go get like supper, like that gives me like a warm like family
like a wholesome
vibe,
feel.
like
Yeah, I don't like that.
It should. I like it,
But
and I
it
like that
just
feeling.
doesn't
I
in
don't
your
get
head.
that feeling from it. Because I want. Cool. To sup is a word.
Really?
To have that is to do to consume that food is
like
to sup.
sup dog.
What's sup, dog?
No, but to sup is to eat.
Oh really?
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah. But I still hate the word though. Oh man. What else? There's one more thing that was on the tip of my tongue like a minute and a half ago that I was like, oh, perfect answer.
Oh, I know what I hate.
Yeah.
The expression "the tip of my tongue." God, just people like that.
I hate
Get out of my
people
trunk.
who sit in trunks with their hats on backwards and try to shoot a podcast.
Oh, I don't know. I
don't even need the hat. They can't even see my face right now. They don't know if my hat's on or off. It's like Schrodinger's cat.
Ambiguity.
Schrodinger's hat. Yuck. Oh man, I'm trying to think.
Babbitt, do you want to think about that for next episode?
Yeah,
Why?
we'll
Did
come
you have
back to-
something that irritates you?
There's the music thing.
Oh yeah, it was the music thing. Yeah.
Music.
I feel like you don't have to do that. It's just like it's.
Well, it's not even that I listen to a lot of mainstream music. Clark knows, Babbitt knows, I listen to some weird things.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
It's a good band. Get on them.
It is.
You got
New
me into
album
them.
just dropped.
I never even considered them before I
Mm.
met you. And
I mean,
but-
yeah. There's just a ton of. I just like whatever Anthony Fantano tells me to like.
Fair. Fair. I mean, I can give that to you.
Dude, I always watch his album reviews. I never finish them because the second he says something I disagree with, I'm like, he doesn't know what he's talking
Screw
about.
you.
that's the internet, man.
Yeah.
But it's nice. It's like you get a little perspective about it. He seems very
You know-
educated on the topic, and
That's the thing about reviews or stuff from movies and shows or albums. You don't have to agree with them. Like, that's the thing.
I know,
Even
but-
if someone could say this is an objectively bad movie, if you watch it and get enjoyment out of it, like,
Then it's
good
good for you, yeah.
Good for you. Like,
yeah. All right. Well, I think we're good to
Yeah.
wrap this up now.
Guys, thanks for listening to our podcast.
Yeah, thank you for
number one.
listening. Hopefully, we'll have another one coming out soon.
please,
Heck yeah.
please
Please,
listen.
please send this to your friends.
Save us from higher education.
Venmo me at Wyatt-Taylor-15.
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, guys.